Hello, welcome to Studies in Theatre MOOC course. Today we are going to continue our discussion on Afro-American theatre. We have already seen in our previous lecture on this topic that what is Afro-American theatre, how it began, what are the issues and reasons that made it possible to initiate, and what was the need for Africans living in America to have their own theatre culture. We also looked at some of the prominent playwrights, some of the prominent plays, and the prominent themes that existed in this Afro-American theatre. Now, carrying forward the discussion of this theatre culture, now we come to the discussion of some more themes. So, the key themes to Afro-American theatre are often explored in plays and performances, and these themes include number one, race and identity. So, race and identity, these two words are central themes in Afro-American theatre because these reflect the complex and multifaceted experiences of Black individuals in America and their deep exploration of how race and identity are depicted. So, Afro-American theatre often confronts and deconstructs racial stereotypes perpetuated by mainstream society. Playwrights challenge one-dimensional portrayals of blackness and offer more nuanced and authentic representations of Black identities. Exploring blackness is a very crucial thing in order to assert the aspects of identity by the blacks. So you can see that this theatre provides a space for exploring the diverse spectrum of Black identities, plays that delve into the complexities of racial discussions while examining how factors such as skin color, ancestry, cultural heritage, and socio-economic status, they intersect to shape individual experiences of Blackness. Many Afro-American plays have also explored the tensions and contradictions inherent in navigating dual identities because Black and American are two identities. So Africans have been balancing these two identities while balancing their African heritage with Western culture. So the concept of dual identity has always been there in the portrayal of race and identity. Characters grapple with questions of belonging, assimilation, and cultural authenticity while negotiating the complexities of their intersecting identities. Afro-American theatre often addresses the phenomenon of racial passing, wherein individuals of mixed racial heritage or light skin complexion choose to pass as white to evade racial discrimination and access social privileges. Plays examine the psychological and moral dilemmas forced by characters who engage in passing and the implications of therefore their sense of identity and community. So this is, it's not racial passing is a phenomenon which means that there are certain shades, there are shades of blackness. So some are very black, some are lesser black. So very little black can be passed as, they can pass as whites or the lesser whites. So this kind of possibilities have also added to the themes of discussion to the themes of race and identity in theatre. Then colorism also becomes an important issue in race and identity paradigm because colorism or the discrimination based on the skin color within the Black community, that is colorism. It is a recurring theme in Afro-American theatre because plays explore the ways in which light-skinned and dark-skinned individuals are treated differently and the impact of colorism on self-esteem, social status and the interracial relationships are visible. In addition to this, the idea of race and identity also addresses the Afro-American richness and diversity which they have because of their cultural heritage, including traditions, folklore, music, dance and spirituality. Playwrights draw on African diasporic traditions and history to affirm the significance of cultural heritage in shaping individual and collective identities. So, Afro-American theatre acknowledges the intersectionality of race with other aspects of identity such as gender, sexuality, class, and nationality. Plays explore how multiple dimensions of identity intersect and intersect to shape individuals' experiences of oppression and privilege along with the idea of belonging. This play, A Raisin in the Sun, is an important play which revolves around the younger family, African Americans living in a cramped apartment on the south side of Chicago. The story explores the family's aspirations and struggles as they confront racism and pursue their dreams for a better life. So this play by Lauren Hansberry, the picture of the playwright is also provided for your reference, and it is a beautiful poster that you can see which represents the kind of atmosphere the play must be capturing in order to document the life's journey and the familial atmosphere of people of this kind living in America. Then oppression and resistance are also very important paradigms that have given a lot to the discussion of African identity, African themes, and Afro-American theatre, because it confronts the various forms of oppressions faced by Black communities that include racial discrimination, economic inequality, and political disenfranchisement. Afro-American theatre often confronts the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow segregation act law that I talked in the previous lecture, and other forms of historical oppression faced by Black people in America. They have also hurt or hit people so much that they had to express through art and theatre. So these plays depict the brutality of slavery, the dehumanizing effects of segregation, and the enduring trauma inflicted by centuries of racial violence and exploitation. This also refers to, that in under this oppression resistance discussion, plays have been written which shed light on the structural inequalities that perpetuate racial oppression, like the structure of the administration, structure of the society, structure of the legal procedure. They perpetuate oppression. Playwrights explore these issues economic inequality, unequal access to education and healthcare, housing discrimination, and disparities in the criminal justice system. All these highlight the ways in which systemic racism continues to shape Black lives. And many Afro-American plays also address the pervasive issue of police brutality and racial violence against Black communities. Playwrights bear witness to the unjust killings of Black individuals by enforcement officers and interrogate the broader patterns of racial profiling, harassment, and abuse that fuel these acts of violence. These plays also discuss the challenge of cultural erasure and marginalization by centering Black voices, stories, and experiences that have been historically overlooked or silenced. Plays celebrate the resilience, creativity, and cultural contributions of Black people while critiquing efforts to erase or distort Black history and heritage. Resistance and liberation, therefore, has become a very significant aspect of oppression and resistance. It has become a go-to factor. So, despite facing oppression, Afro-American theatre celebrates acts of resistance, resilience, and collective struggle for liberation. Plays depict moments of protest, rebellion, and grassroots organizing, showcasing the power of Black solidarity and community resilience in the face of adversity that their people are watching and having. This kind of theatre also affirms the agency and humanity of black individuals, which portray characters who assert their dignity, autonomy, and right to self-determination. Playwrights highlight the ways in which the black people resist dehumanization and they reclaim their voices, bodies, and identities in the face of oppression. These their work recognizes the intersectionality of oppression and resilience, acknowledging that black individuals experiences multiple forms of discrimination and on race, gender, sexuality, class, and other intersecting identities. These plays that have been written, they explore in which different marginalized communities come together in solidarity to challenge the systems of power and demand justice. So, powerful storytelling is the hallmark of Afro-American theatre, and the theatre serves as a platform for bearing witness to the struggles of the whole community. It amplifies the marginalized voices, it advocates for social change, and by centering themes of oppression and resistance, Afro-American theatre invites audience to confront uncomfortable truths, empathize with the experience of others, and envision a more just and equitable world. So this play, the satirical play consists of that is the Colored Museum by George C. Wolfe. It has it critiques and it satirizes the aspects of Afro-American culture as and its history. Through humor and sharp commentary, the play addresses issues of racism, stereotypes, and cultural appropriation. You can see now the other aspect is resilience and survival. How Africans have shown resilience and how they have been able to survive in American world, in American culture. That is also celebrated in various plays, and this is an important theme that contributes to the formation of the corpus of performance studies and performance culture, because these are recurring themes in Afro-American theatre, because it reflects the strength, determination, and endurance of black individuals and the communities in the face of adversity. So some of the factors of resilience and survival are, firstly, it is the historical resilience, because this theatre often celebrates the historical achievements of black people in the face of slavery, how resilient Africans were when slavery was a big thing perpetuated on them. Jim Crow segregation law and other forms of oppression were fought against by the black. And these plays depict the strategies of survival employed by enslaved individuals, the resilience of the black families which were torn apart by slavery, and the ingenuity of communities in preserving cultural traditions and forging networks of support. Now, interpersonal relationships have also been enjoyed and celebrated in the resilience and survival documentation through theatre, because plays explore the ways in which the interpersonal relationships are serving as a source of resilience and support for black individuals. Characters rely on family, friends, and community members to navigate challenges, cope with trauma, and find strength in solidarity. The heritage and identity that is part of resilience is also represented through the plays, because this theatre affirms the importance of cultural heritage and identity in fostering resilience. It's the cultural richness of Africans that gave them a lot of power, a lot of inner strength to stay put and to continue. So these plays celebrate the richness and diversity of black cultural traditions, highlighting the ways in which music, dance, storytelling, and spirituality serve as sources of resilience and resistance against oppression. So this is the importance of their own past, their own African richness that they have, the diversity that they have. The spiritual and emotional resilience should also be underlined in this discussion, because many Afro-American plays explore the spiritual and emotional resilience of Black individuals in overcoming trauma and adversity. Characters draw on faith, spirituality, and inner strength to persevere in the face of hardships that they were facing, and also trying to find a solace and healing in traditions of resilience passed down through generations. So they had to develop their own methods, they had to devise their own methods in order to fight back the atrocities, and they passed on these methods, they passed on this resilience from one generation to the other. Then the survival stories also document the community support and solidarity, because Afro-American theatre emphasizes the importance of community support in fostering resilience and survival. Plays depict communities coming together to provide mutual aid, organize collective action, and create spaces of belonging and affirmation for marginalized individuals. The empowerment through education is also documented in the plays that focus on resilience and survival, because they highlight the transformative power of education as a tool to empower the Black individuals and their communities. So this has been shown in some plays where how to break the cycle of poverty, and how to defy the stereotypes, how to challenge oppression. This can be achieved and learned through education. Triumphs and achievements also deserve to be celebrated, and Afro-American theatre that focuses on resilience and survival does that, because there have been success stories, there have been triumphs of the Black movements, and they highlight on the perseverance despite the barriers, the systemic barriers. They honor the contributions of Black leaders, innovators, and activists who have made significant strides in the fight for justice and equality. This play by August Wilson, Gem of the Ocean, it's set in Pittsburgh's Hill District in the early 1900s, and this play follows Aunt Esther, a former slave and spiritual healer, as she guides a young man on a journey of redemption and self-discovery. The play celebrates the resilience and strength of the Black community in the face of adversity. Then when we have more themes like the Black Africa experience in America, because the importance of documenting the Black experience in America leads to the highlighting the importance of community and solidarity within Black communities. It explores the bonds of family, friendship, and collective struggle, emphasizing the power of unity in the face of adversity. The trauma and resilience that they had to undergo, the struggles for civil rights movement and social justice. Afro-American theatre of this kind, which focuses on the experiences of the Black people, it explores the long struggle for civil rights and social justice in America. Plays may focus on key movements such as the civil rights movement, the fight against the segregation and the Jim Crow laws, and the ongoing struggles for racial equality. So the plays highlight the courage, sacrifice, and determination of Black activists and ordinary citizens who fought for the justice and equality. This experience also includes self-discovery. So identity is a central theme in Afro-American theatre, because characters grapple with questions of race, ethnicity, culture, and belonging in order to achieve self-discovery. Plays explore the complexities of navigating multiple identities as Black Africans, including issues of biracial identity, cultural assimilation, and the search for self-acceptance and community. Family is an important thing, family and the social setup, family and community, and this plays a crucial role in Afro-American theatre because it reflects the importance of kinship, solidarity and collective support networks within black communities. Plays have depicted the joys and challenges of family life, the bonds forged through shared experiences, and the ways in which the communities come together to confront social and economic challenges. The cultural heritage and tradition is also part of the black experience, and Afro-American theatre celebrates the richness and diversity of black cultural heritage and tradition. Plays draw on African diasporic traditions, folklore, music and spirituality to affirm the beauty and resilience of black culture. The plays honor the contributions of black artists, musicians, writers and cultural leaders who have shaped the American culture and identity. The contemporary issues and contemporary challenges are also engaged within the contemporary theatre of Black Afro-America, because the plays address topics such as police brutality, mass incarceration, economic inequality, gentrification, and the ongoing legacy of systemic racism. These kinds of plays written around these themes provide a platform for raising awareness, fostering dialogue and advocating for social change. So the black joy, celebrating black joy and the achievement is also part of black experience. So on one hand, the Afro-American theatre confronts the struggles and injustices faced by the black Americans. It also celebrates moments of joy, triumph and achievement. Plays may highlight the resilience, creativity and cultural contributions of black individuals and communities, offering a vision of hope and possibility for the future. So this particular play, the Scottsboro Boys by John Kander and Fred Ebb, is an example of that kind, because it's a musical play which recounts the true story of 9 black teenagers falsely accused of raping 2 white women in Alabama in the 1930s. Through song and dance, the play exposes the racial prejudice and injustice that prevailed in the American legal system at that time. So all in all, the Afro-American theatre comprises a diverse range of stories, styles and perspectives. Each work offers a powerful exploration of the complexities of black life and history, challenging audiences to confront and reflect on issues of social justice and equality. How these plays are presented, what are the different kinds of portrayal that are important. So diverse styles and genres, like Afro-American theatre encompasses a diverse array of styles and genres, reflecting the richness and complexity of the black cultural experience in America. Some of the examples are like this: realism, music theatre, experimental performance act, solo performance, political theatre, historical drama and Afrofuturism. So realism is a dominant style in Afro-American theatre. It is characterized by its portrayal of everyday life and social reality. Realist plays often explore contemporary issues facing black Americans and such as racism, economic inequality and social justice in a very straightforward and naturalistic manner. That is why these plays are called as the plays of realism. Then musical theatre, which has a strong presence in Afro-American theatre, which draws on traditions of gospel, jazz, blues and hip hop to create vibrant and expressive performances. Musicals may explore a wide range of themes and political issues using music, dance and song to convey emotion and narrative. Then experimental performance or avant-garde Afro-American theatre includes avant-garde works that push the boundaries of conventional storytelling and theatrical form. These plays may incorporate elements of surrealism, abstraction, or non-linear narrative structure to explore themes of identity, memory, and the cultural heritage in innovative ways. The solo performance is very interesting medium. It is a powerful and intimate form of Afro-American theatre which allows individual artists to tell their story, their own stories, share their own problems, unique perspectives and with the audience. This may draw on, they may draw on personal experiences, family history, cultural heritage, and explore themes of race, identity, social justice in a deeply personal and compelling manner. Then political theatre, in addition to protest theatre, political theatre and protest theatre is a key genre in Afro-American theatre because it uses drama as a tool for social critique, activism, resistance. The plays written with this are for social critique and address issues like police brutality, mass incarceration, systemic racism, etc. Then Afrofuturism refers to the play which is an emerging genre in theatre, Afro-American theatre, which blends elements of science fiction, fantasy, speculative fiction with African diasporic aesthetics and themes. Afrofuturists plays imagine alternate futures and realities where black people are empowered, liberated and able to reclaim their cultural heritage and agency. Then we also have comedy and satirical plays which are important modes of expression in Afro-American theatre culture, offering audience moments of levity and laughter while also critiquing social norms and injustices. These plays may use humor and wit to address serious issues such as racism, sexism, classism, challenging stereotypes and subverting expectations in the process. Historical drama or historical theatre is something that is a unique aspect of Afro-American theatre culture because it's a popular genre. It focuses on significant events and figures in black history. The plays may explore pivotal moments such as civil rights movements, the Harlem Renaissance or the abolitionist movement, offering insights into the struggles and triumphs of black people throughout history. So these diverse styles and genres within Afro-American theatre demonstrate the creativity, innovation and the versatility of black artists in expressing their stories, perspectives as well as cultural heritage on stage. So they also offer a rich, diverse array of styles and genres reflecting the complexity, vibrancy and the resilience of black cultural expression and storytelling traditions. Through its innovative and dynamic performances, Afro-American theatre continues to provoke thought, inspire dialogue and amplify the voices of the marginalized communities. You can see these two pictures. One of them is representing an Afro-American musical festival, musical theatre, and the other is Afro-American realism theatre. So in this discussion, I have given you the entire landscape of the kinds of genres that are available in Afro-American theatre. We have discussed themes, we have discussed styles, genres, major playwrights, and the background of Afro-American theatre. Now in my next lectures on Afro-American theatre, I will take up the discussion of female playwrights and some other aspects. So this much for now. This discussion ends here. I will meet you in a different lecture. Thank you very much.